On the gridiron or courtside, you know what time it is. It's
Sports plus life. Sports plus life.
ringside or front court or field pass, we ballin', no. Knuckle up or buckle up. I tell it like it is when I'm on my show. Home run, slam dunk, knockout, or gossip dough.
Sports plus life.
Yeah.
Sports plus life. Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. You heard? And y'all already know what's going down today, bruh. So say what, say what, say what. Turn it off, and turn it all the way off now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stop. I'm just messing around. What's going on, everybody? Please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brandon Brevon Towns, and this here is Sports Plus Life, that there podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. Now, this is an unusual time for me to be doing a podcast because, for one, it is in the evening. It's 8:33 p.m. This probably won't get online until, I don't know, maybe, well, I'm not going to say midnight because this is not going to be a long podcast. The reason why I didn't do it on Monday and Tuesday like I have been for the last month and some change is simple. The reason why I didn't do it on Tuesday is simple. I was hung the fuck over. Yep, pretty much. That sums it up. I was... I didn't go to bed until the sun was about to come up, and I pretty much did that all weekend because I had a 4-day weekend because I was off Saturday because I had to go DJ. I had to go DJ with my pop. Shout out Wayne Ampey. Keep him in your prayers. He just had major surgery to remove some cancer, but he was a soldier, even though he needed to stop being so damn hard-headed and just go ahead and rest up so we can get back to these gigs. But I ain't worried about the gigs. I'm more worried about his health. But he was a soldier. I was with him Saturday. Shout out to DJ Amp. Love you, man. But yeah, I didn't go to bed until the sun came up that night. Till damn near the sun came up that night. I didn't go to bed till about 4 o'clock in the morning. Sunday, 4th of July, Sunday, yeah. No matter of fact, no, sun was coming up, 4th of July. It was about 5 o'clock. I didn't go to bed till the sun was coming up Monday, and I got toasted. I had me some 80 proof. And Tuesday, I didn't get up till past noon. I don't know how the hell do I do that with 2 kids. My son was asleep too. He's a heavy sleeper. But yeah. So during Tuesday, I'm like just trying to get the energy to do the show, do the podcast, and I just couldn't. I started watching this Kwame Brown and Judge Joe Brown and Angela Stanton King podcast on Kwame Brown's channel. And the next thing I know is 6 o'clock in the evening, and my kids want to go to Short Pump Park to mess around with the water pump, and we didn't get back in the house till it was about to be game 1 of the NBA Finals. So I was like, well, I was thinking about sitting out a whole week, but then I was like, you know what? Let me try to just get a quick one in there today. So without further ado, I'm going to jam a lot of subjects in pretty fast. Without further ado, though, folks, let's get to it, man. It is the NBA Finals. As a matter of fact, we are 2 games into the NBA Finals as it is between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix has home court. The last time we talked, Milwaukee was still trying to dispatch of the Atlanta Hawks. They did so in 6 games. And even without Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I did not think that he was going to play, if he was to play at all, due to the way that he hyperextended his knee in Game 4 against the Hawks. I was thinking that if he played at all during this series, he may be back around Game 3. Well, Giannis shocked everybody as he was there, ready in uniform for Game 1. Every time he hit the floor, I kind of held my breath because I was thinking of Kevin Durant 2 years ago when he, came, when he had to miss a month. But, I mean, hyperextended knee is different from a calf strain, and when they did the x-rays, of course, showing no cartilage damage, so that was good. He made it through Game 1, and then last night put on a show, dropping 42 and 12 last night in Game 2, but here's the bad part. his rolling buddies, his running mates, his crime partners have not decided to attend the NBA Finals yet, at least in their performance of play. The Phoenix Suns are up 2-0. The Phoenix Suns look like the superior basketball team, but I am not going to do what so many other sports talking heads have done with this series and consistently throughout these NBA playoffs, is automatically saying, this series is over, it's a wrap, it's in the bag. I have heard people make those mistakes so much through these NBA playoffs. It ain't over, not to quote, hey, I'm going to go quote him. It ain't over till it's over. Not to quote Rambo, but that's the truth. Milwaukee was down 2-0 against Brooklyn. Granted, I know some injuries happened, but it is what it is. You can't fault the Bucks for that. And remember what I said about the teams in the conference finals a couple weeks ago. Every one of those 4 teams have been written off in some form or fashion. The Phoenix Suns, they were written off pretty much in the first round. The Milwaukee Bucks were written off after Giannis got hurt. They were written off against Brooklyn. So I'm not going to sit here and say it's over. But Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday better show up. They really should. Now Chris Paul is playing like a man possessed. He is playing like he can taste that championship. It's right on the tip of his tongue. He's like, he's playing like, what does Shannon Sharp call him? Close out Chris. And Devin Booker, low-key my new favorite player, was balling last night. 31 points. Game 1, it was Chris Paul. Chris Paul was balling. What he had to say, he had about 32 points game 1. He was lights out. Game 2, he had 23 points. He had 6 turnovers. But Devin Booker dropped 27 in game 1, 31 in game 2. DeAndre Ayton was a beast in game 1, 22 points and almost had a 20-20 game. Not so much a factor last night offensively, but he still grabbed double-digit rebounds. And Mikal Bridges had 27 last night. The Phoenix Suns are just executing their offense. They're executing their offense. Now, Phoenix made a lot of threes last night. A lot. If you shoot that many threes and you make them, it's going to be tough to beat you. But what more can Giannis do? Giannis had 42 points, and he was what? He was 15 for 22. So he was efficient. Drew Holiday is 7 for 21 with 17 points. Middleton had 7. Like what? Middleton had 11 points, excuse me. I'm like, come on. But I know how the Bucks can be night and day between home and on the road, and I know that Milwaukee crowd is going to be hyped up, so I'm not going to declare this series over. I'd never actually officially made a pick. I do think the Phoenix Suns will win this series and the championship. I think that it will at least go to 6 games. Yeah. Now, if the Bucks don't tighten up, they will be done. They will be done in 4, maybe 5. I don't think that's going to happen. I would not be surprised if Phoenix stole a game in Milwaukee, and if that's the case, the series will be a wrap. It'll be over with in 5. But I do think Milwaukee will take care of home court advantage. I think they'll win game 3 Sunday. I think they'll win game 4 on Tuesday. I do. I think this will be a 2-2 series heading back to Phoenix. But like I said, if I'd like to see any type of adjustments made by the Bucks, I would actually like to see more focus on the offensive end of consistently attacking the basket. The Bucks started off the game last night just going straight to the hole, and they were having success. They had an early lead. Middleton can get to the hoop anytime he wants. Nobody can really guard him. Jay Crowder, maybe. Chris Paul can't do shit with Drew Holiday on the defensive end. He needs to put his head down and go to the hole every single time and stop settling for these jump shots. They need to focus on Brook Lopez more in the inside, and I understand why Brook Lopez camps out in one corner and PJ Tucker the next. But Giannis, Budenholzer is gonna have to come up with a solution of where Lopez and Giannis can just dominate the paint. Because nobody was on a skill level. Brook Lopez, I don't think Ayton can do much with Brook Lopez on the inside. I don't. And Lopez is a good defender. Now, if you're Phoenix, you don't want to depend on making threes like that on a consistent basis. But really keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. I think Ayton will have a better game in Game 3. Devin Booker is, he's seeing the finish line. Chris Paul is seeing the finish line. Just keep getting the contribution that you're getting from your role players. Jay Crowder didn't score in Game 1, but he was great on the boards and in defense. He scored Sunday. He had timely offense. In Game 2. Cam Johnson, he's hitting shots. Bridges, like I said, had 27 points last night. So if you're Phoenix, you just keep doing what you're doing. Because every time Milwaukee made a run, Phoenix had an answer. So, to whoever, because the series may be over the next time I do a podcast. I don't think it will be. I think the next time I do a podcast, this will be a 2-1 series. And I'm hearing some people throwing the shade of, well, we're not invested in these teams and stuff like that. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm enjoying these finals. It is something different. Phoenix has never won a championship. Milwaukee, I've never seen them in the finals during my time on this earth. And, it's the first time since 2010 where we have an NBA finals that does not have either LeBron James or Steph Curry in it. So what? Embrace, enjoy the teams that are here. Milwaukee had been knocking on the door. I have been completely wrong about Phoenix, particularly with Chris Paul. I thought that was a dumb move for him to choose to go to Phoenix over going to Milwaukee. Remember, last year around this time, I was saying, when they got eliminated, and that wasn't until the fall because of the pandemic and everything. But I was saying Chris Paul needed to go to the Bucks. And here Chris Paul goes to the Suns, is in the finals against the Bucks. So it is what it is. I'm enjoying it. I don't have to see LeBron or Steph Curry, for that matter, every year in the damn finals. I just don't. I don't. Excuse me. It's good to see new matchups. It's good to actually crown a new champion. And people just need to stop hating. And it's simple. You have a choice. Either watch it or don't watch it. Shut the fuck up. I mean, I'm for real. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I'm being blunt. So like I said, I'm going to cram some information in a short period of time. Of course, the other story in the NBA is the Rachel Nichols, Maria Taylor situation, I guess, where Rachel Nichols made a comment in regards to Maria Taylor in the finals while this stuff was going on in the bubble. You know whose fault this is? This is ESPN's fault. Because ESPN, no wonder why they're partners with the NFL. They're just a reactionary league. And Maria Taylor they're a reactionary organization, Maria Taylor already made headlines because she wants Stephen A. Smith money. Hey, I'm not going to sit here and say somebody earned something and somebody doesn't earn something. I mean, bottom line is, they're like, this is getting split down the middle. Are you on Team Maria or Team Rachel? I'm on team I don't give a damn. It's like I said, this is ESPN's fault because, for one, they swept this under the rug. Now, if they did promise Rachel Nichols that she was supposed to be in the finals, then, again, that's their fault. But Maria Taylor should get that bag, get that money, get your money, boo-boo. I mean, and whether it's at ESPN or whether it's another network. And Maria Taylor is gorgeous. So they sat Rachel Nichols down for Malika Andrews, and she's gorgeous. So, hey, I don't have a problem with the women that they have up there. I really don't. Good for them. So it is what it is. So the Olympics in Tokyo, Japan start in a couple of weeks, and there has been another outbreak of coronavirus in Japan, which has now led them to say they're going to have the Olympics without any fans. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Me personally, I really don't. I really don't care, because I haven't really watched it and been engaged in the Olympics for quite some time. The only thing I'm really into with the Olympics is in 2016, rugby did catch my attention. The gymnastics and track and field when Usain Bolt is running. I didn't watch a single USA men's basketball or women's basketball game during the 2016 Olympics. I caught the highlights, but it's like, okay, it is what it is. As far as the fan situation goes, it's a shame this is just coming out now, because I would just say, just move this shit the hell up out of Tokyo. Honestly, if they're still having COVID outbreaks, and there's some places that still are, because you don't want to totally shut it down because of the athletes, all of the sacrifice they've already had to make with it being postponed from last year now this year. But I don't know. I would just move the shit out of Tokyo. Honestly, I would have separate events be held in separate venues around the world based on what their COVID numbers look like. I mean, you could have the basketball in one place. You could have the track and field in another place. You could have the gymnastics in another place. You could have the rugby in another place. You could have all. You could spread the shit out. I mean, but I mean, I know they're not going to do that. Like I said, they've already made the decision they're not going to have spectators. Okay, I mean, like I said, they should have got it the hell up out of Tokyo. They really should have. They should always have an alternate plan B. They really should. I know the money and the sponsor, give a fuck about all that when you're talking about people's health. I believe that there should have been a plan B in place. Like now, y'all know I'm a boxing fan, I'm a boxing head. I am pissed with the news that there's a corona outbreak in Tyson Fury's camp. So now that fight, which was supposed to be in 2 weeks, has been postponed until the first weekend in October. That sucks. I am pissed about that. I really am, because I was looking forward to that fight. The only winner here is my pockets, because I'm not going to have to pay an astronomical cable bill for this month, because I'm not going to be ordering the fight. I can wait till next month when Manny Pacquiao fights Errol Spence. But in regards to COVID, look, I am vaccinated. I am not mightier. I'm mightier than thou. I'm not better than nobody. If you decide not to be vaccinated, that is your personal decision. And I understand. But what the problem is, why you're seeing spikes, particularly here in America, why you are seeing some numbers spike up, is because we are making a stupid mistake by taking people at their word. I'm not trying to be funny or fucked up. People, there are signs on these doors and businesses saying, if you've been vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. If you haven't been vaccinated, wear a mask. So you're just going to leave that up to people who probably don't want to wear a mask anyway? They're going to lie their ass off. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, man, if you're not vaccinated, you should wear the mask. You should make sure you wear the mask and do the 6 feet distance, because the social distance, the 6 feet apart. Do the 6 feet apart. Wear the mask. Look, I think that shit was bullshit anyway. I'm sorry. I've always said that. The mask isn't helping, because it's an airborne virus. It can still get through your eye. If your eyes and ears are exposed, the mask don't do shit unless you're wearing a hazard mask. And that goes hand in hand with the social distancing. It's an airborne virus. The air is not going to stop coming just because it's reached a 6 feet limit. It's just simple. If you have not been vaccinated, be responsible and be respectful, and realize that this virus is still going on. The shit is still real. Okay, like I said, I think the mask and the social distancing is bullshit. But if you know you haven't been vaccinated and you going out, partying like we back in 2019, 2018, and you know the shit is still out here, I mean, you ain't putting vaccinated people at risk. You putting yourself and other unvaccinated people at risk. So I'm just like, it's on you. But this is why there's still outbreaks going on in any part of America. And the only thing I'll say is, don't get mad when shit gets shut down again. That's all I'm gonna say. Or don't get mad when businesses start asking you for proof of vaccination. When I got vaccinated, I got my POV, my proof of vaccination, laminated, because I thought I was gonna have to show it all the time. I did. And that hasn't been the case. But if numbers continue to spike, because they say now there's this other virus and shit like that, where if I forget what it's called, but if people who've been vaccinated have caught it, they're not going to die from it, but it could be deadly to people who haven't been vaccinated. So all I'm saying is that don't be surprised when places start asking for proof of vaccination and they start turning people away at the door who can't provide proof. Because right now, people are going under the assumption where if you come in and you're not wearing a mask, oh, Okay, they must be vaccinated. Hey, doesn't society know that people ain't shit? That people are full of shit? I'm serious. Doesn't society understand that as a whole? That people lie? And particularly, my encouragement for anybody to get vaccinated is, one, the reason why I got vaccinated is because I was looking at the research, and my main concern was they not putting no chip in me. You ain't gonna market a beast my ass. That was my main concern. No, you're not putting a tracking device in me like I'm some damn animal, like or something like that. No, that was my issue. When I realized that wasn't the issue, because people getting sick and having allergic reactions, that's going to happen with anything new that you test out. It could be a new fucking Tylenol, and somebody's going to have an allergic reaction to it because people's bodies are different. But the only thing that I would encourage people as far as getting vaccinated, not for lottery tickets or wingdings or anything like that, is that it is summertime. Ain't it kind of hot to be wearing a mask? I know it sucked last summer, particularly going to work and having to wear that damn mask. Nah, bro. I mean, if you don't care, then do you. But like I said, I'm not going to sit here and say wear masks, social distance, and all of that stuff. I'm just going to say be mindful of people who ain't vaccinated. And again, the shit is real. It's still affecting sports. Like I said, Tokyo Olympics now, no spectators. There are a couple of players on the men's national team that plays against the men's Olympic team to get them ready that are in COVID protocol. They're going to have to drop out. They can't do it. The shit is still real. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. But without further ado, where the buzzer, where the buzzer, where the buzzer. All right, I told y'all today was going to be a short episode. I did not take the time to get into any Bill Cosby situation. I did have a reactionary video that I put on YouTube, but I know that would be another probably 10, 15 minutes. And like I said, it's already getting late. But anyway, if you have not hit that subscription button, definitely do so and become part of the Sports Plus Life Familia. It is your boy, Brandon Brevon Town. Stay out here, stay cool, stay safe. I'm going to get back at y'all in a couple of days. I'm out there, bitch. Peace.